Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Today we are going to design, we are going to make a simple dainty necklace using Bargain Bead Box Subscription for the month of February 2024. And this is the garnet beads that we got. We got a small strand. I saved 6 beads for my pendant, and this is the pendant that I'm going to work with today. And there is 6 loops in the bottom. There's something in there I can see, so I need to poke that out. So I used lavender seed beads. This is gold lined transparent lavender seed beads. It looks like this. Can you see that? Yeah, so these are the seed beads that I used, but when you look at it with the garnet, it just kind of pops. So I want this gold seed beads not to overpower, because the tone of our pendant is different. It is not a very bright yellow as our bead caps, which is right here. Let me just show you guys the difference in the color combination. So I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not. This is kind of muted gold, I would say. I don't know how to say this. This is different than that, so that's why I used this kind of seed beads. I followed a pattern of 3 garnets with 2 seed beads. You can follow any pattern you want. I want a little bit of a length so to this necklace, so that's why I did that. And also what you can I'm gonna do is, I have saved 6 of the garnet beads, which I'm gonna make dangles at the bottom. So I need head pins for that, and we need some tools: round nose pliers, needle nose or tweezer nose pliers, and wire cutters. So I'm gonna use these head pins. These are 1-inch ball head pins. You can use any head pins you have available in your stash. So I happen to have these, so I'm gonna use that. Take the garnet bead, and it's not a big it's a very small bead. So take this, bend it, and I'm gonna, you can make a wrapped loop, or you can make, basic loop. Just add it to the loop right here, and see if you like the dangle. If you don't, you want it closer, then you have to do a basic loop. Let us try that as well. I know this is flexible, but see, it's very flexible, so I have to do a wrap loop, because there is absolutely no way that this will be fine. So I'm just going to reduce the height of my wrap loop and just do a simple loop right there. I'm gonna snip off this excess wire, take my tweezer nose pliers, and kind of tuck the tail in. See that? It just goes sideways. Just straighten that out and keep squishing the wire until it's nicely tucked, because you don't want this to be not tucked, because otherwise it will catch up onto a dress or something, a thread or something in the dress, and it will come off. So just make sure it's nicely wrapped around. So I'll take the next bead. So this time what I will do is, I'll just wrap around the bead. I will not put a gap in that way it won't be long. is what I think. And then this hole is kind of closed. Got it in there. Take it, hold the loop. Everything comes into your way, but don't worry about it. Use your hands or your pliers to make that wrap, and then snip off the excess and tuck that tail in. Okay, the second dangle is done. Like this I will finish all the dangles, and that's what I want for this necklace. It is a very pretty garnet. It is faceted. It's 4mm or 3mm. That I'm not so sure. I think it's 3mm. Very pretty. I mean, see, by habit I did that. So make sure your loop is really small so that you don't take up a lot of space, which I really think that I should be doing it. Add it here and hold the loop, and then take the wire and wrap it around. You can also use your pliers, that way it's easier. Hold the pliers with the tail and just wrap, and then snip off the excess. There we go. So please make sure you take all these tidbits and have a handy dandy dandy trash can, small ones, on your table, so that you can immediately throw away those things and not worry about, poking or falling down in the carpet and poking your feet or something like that. Make sure you make the smallest loop possible, and then I like to go from the front to the back. So however you like, you can do it, but make sure it's consistent throughout. So when you make that wrap, okay, hold your loop with the round nose pliers and then wrap it with your tweezer nose or needle nose pliers. I'm using a tweezer nose plier. Tweezer nose pliers are very easy because they are small. They go in places where, it's really nice to have that around. This is my favorite tool. I'll finish the rest and come back. So I finished wrapping up all the beads. I really like this. And then what I'm gonna do here is, see this loop, it's flat to the pendant, right? So you need something like this to actually add it to your necklace. So it's gonna be in the middle of the necklace. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use the jump rings that came with this finding in the box. I have a plan to use this as an earring for this necklace actually. So I'm just gonna open this up just like so, take it out, okay, and then hold this in here. So I'm going to use both the jump ring because this is a little bit thinner, so that we'll come back and do it. Now what we do is, we can actually, I'm thinking, should I even save a little bit of the bead, I mean, so this is the pendant. So if this is the earring, it doesn't match it, right? I mean, I should take more beads from it 3 more beads maybe, or I can do it is to use this one, and I'm just thinking out loud, you can say. It's again a design process that I often go through. So this is what my original plan was, to have these 2 beads like this and then have this. I think this is more prettier than this, I would say. Yeah, I'll go with it. So it's okay, even if there is no earrings for this, it's fine is what I feel. Or else I can save 3 of these beads and then make the earrings. That's also an option. Yeah, let's do that. So I have here some crimp beads. These are beadlawn crimp beads, and I have some lobster claw clasp, and this is a split ring. As you guys can see, I really like to use a split ring rather than a regular jump ring, because I feel that that's much more safer, in my opinion. Okay, 2 of the crimp beads. Take it, add it to the end of the wire, and go through the so the wire is not going through the seed bead. It's just going to be the crimp bead. So move it as close as possible, but not very close. The general tendency of the wire is to crisscross inside the crimp bead, so you make sure that it lays parallel inside, so that you can get a better, crimping, crimp there. So it's much more safer is what I would say. So take this, hold this in your hand, go ahead and go through the second hole in the crimp and just give it a squeeze. Okay, now it will actually secure those 2 wires in both the holes. It's like a cache in it. Then go ahead vertically with the first hole of the crimping pliers and squeeze it again. So now it becomes like a total bead. So now it's a good time to cut the excess short tail. If the bead next to it is big enough to hold this inside, I would leave it. But since it's not big enough, I am just going to cut it. And then just move all these things down. This is our end. So I'm just gonna snip off. I'm working with a spool. I always do work with a spool. I don't cut it off, because anyways, if you cut it off earlier, you don't know how much you need. And also the thing is, plus you need a bead stopper or something, which the spool itself is a bead stopper, as I thought I will save 3 beads. So here again a crimp bead, and your lobster claw clasp. You can use any clasp you have available, and you can also make your own clasp, so it's totally up to you. See if it goes through a bead or so. If it does, see this, it went through here, so that's great. Now I will pull this with my wire. And always when you make a necklace or a bracelet, keep it in the form that you're going to wear it, which is a round form or a U form. That way, so if you keep it straight and crimp it, it will be way too tight. And also you need a movement, wiggle movement here. Don't make this look very small, that you will regret later. Okay, then go ahead and again do the same thing. Go horizontally with your pliers and just give it a squeeze in the second hole, the hole closest to the handle, and then go vertically with the first hole and then squeeze it again. Go around, just be first vertically and then horizontally. So give it a tug and see if it is nice and secure. Go ahead and snip out this excess tail right there as close as possible. Now we got it. See this? That's nice and secure, and the necklace is almost finished. Now what I want to do is I want to add this to the center over here. Okay, I have 2 jump rings. I'm gonna take my tweezer nose pliers, then put it in here. This is a 5mm jump ring, I guess. Take my bent nose pliers. This is my favorite tool to actually open and close a jump ring. Okay, the jump ring opener and stuff, which I don't like. So which side is this? Take it, use your bent nose pliers, hold the jump ring, and see, did you hear the click? That means it's completely closed. I'll do it one more. I wanted a little bit of security. This 2 jump rings gives me that security. Hopefully it goes through the loop. Come on. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's a bummer. Actually, that's about it. That's all I can do to secure this here. But what I could have done is I could have taken a split ring and added it when I was making the necklace. That is a wise idea, but I didn't do it. But I hope it will be secure. I really like the pendant, how it turned out to be and everything. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Add a split ring at this when you were threading the bracelet. Sorry, actually I can do it right now as well, so it's not a big deal. If I remove this, no, it's not removable, so I won't be able to. But if it is a bigger split ring, I can do it, which I didn't want to. I don't want a lot of space between the pendant and the necklace. This seems to be really nice, so I would leave it at that. Okay, but you can also add the split ring how to the pendant, how you would add a key to the key ring in that way, and then do it as well. But it's okay. This seems very pretty. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. I'm going to hit 4,000 subscribers. I'm so glad for you guys to follow me and watch me. Please do I really do appreciate it, and I'm gonna have a giveaway as well when I hit 4,000, and stay tuned for that video. One more thing is, I really do this on my own, and I'm not being sponsored or by anybody whatsoever. So everything is coming out of my pocket. And then if you would like to support my channel, give it a thumbs up, and there is a heart sign in the bottom of your video if you're watching, and then you can click that and donate to my channel so that I can bring more to you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.